All right, everyone. I'm joined by Alistair today for an important conversation revolving around ARI, what it is, why it's important, and the impact that it has, and the implications for the future. There's a lot of buzz around ARI, and I think this video, this interview is useful for clarifying exactly what it is. So, can you help me answer that one? Let's start with the first question of what exactly is ARI?
So ARI is an acronym for Artificial Retail Intelligence. And at Teikametrics, it's really the most important thing that we've ever done because it marks the transition, or I should say the evolution of our company beyond ads into something bigger and much more valuable for our customers. And it relates to this real sort of concept of an orchestration layer and a holistic optimization platform beyond ads. When we were thinking about how to present it to the market, we wanted to give it a personality, and the idea of coming up with the acronym and calling it ARI was really important to us. And so it means a lot to us, and I think it's going to add a ton of value to our customers as well.
Yeah, I think you alluded to this even just in that explanation. But what makes ARI different from all the previous Teikametrics solutions that have been released?
Well, look, listen, we were one of the first companies to launch ads optimization for Amazon in 2017 and 2018. And then we did the same thing with Walmart. And we have been relatively successful with that. But when we think about ARI and what it means to us, it truly is this idea of a connected platform. And within the ARI framework, we have ARI ads, which is, again, the core kind of first innings of our current business. But we're creating these Gen AI orchestration layers with the catalog product in particular.
Mm.
And that catalog product is going to improve ads, but it does it in a way that relates to the content. And it really comes back to this idea that our brands, our customers have intellectual property. They've gone out and invented products. They've branded their products. The reason for them to exist in a competitive marketplace is their intellectual property.
Mm.
And what ARI means is it's a way to take that intellectual property, use our proprietary AI, and orchestrate the movement of that intellectual property onto other channels, and also improve the performance on the existing channel. And so it's such a big deal for us because it's really about helping the brand beyond ads, which also helps the ads in a way. And we've seen great results with it. And I think for us, it's a moment in time, especially with where we are in the world with generative AI models, that we honestly couldn't release these things a year ago, or in certain cases even 6 months ago, because we've been able to get to a point with artificial intelligence that allows us to create content at a level that can support our brands.
That's very interesting. So that's have a lot of implications for the future through RE and RE beyond. Obviously, there are deeper conversations here revolving around AI, generative AI in general, and that's another conversation for another day. But talk to me about the implications of the future for Teikametrics through RE. What's the long-term vision for the evolution of this?
Yeah, it creates a step function for us, because it really creates a plan to go multi-channel.
Mm-hmm.
With RE, you have a verticalized. I mean, the retail in RE is how we're taking specific domain understandings of the marketplaces and the brands, and we're using AI to make it easier to move the IP onto different channels. And so it's going to really help our brands unlock growth on multiple channels.
Yeah.
And you and I have talked about this for years. E-commerce is about multi-channel.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bet we're making. And RE makes that easier to transfer your intellectual property and ultimately be more successful across multiple channels. And that's a huge deal for us.
Yeah.
As a company, because we're really able to present software. We're able to build AI software that can help our brands do that and speed up that process.
Yeah. I'm really excited for people, for users of Teikametrics to dive in, experience the RE framework, and because a part, I truly do think, I believe that a big part of understanding the framework here is getting onto the platform, seeing how the platform has changed and is more a little more simplified to understand the four key aspects of RE. And it is interesting. You mentioned our past conversations. It is interesting to see some of these our past conversations over the last couple of years culminate in a couple ways to
Yeah,
RE and beyond. It's just very interesting.
yeah, yeah. I mean, on that point, Cameron, it's not as if this is entirely new for Teikametrics.
Right.
In our mission statement, it's to maximize the potential of brands across the most important marketplaces, the most valuable marketplaces for them. And so this has always been on the cards.
Hmm.
The way that we're doing it now with generative AI, and we've actually filed a patent, and we've trademarked ARI. This is just really packaging it in a way that is perfect for the market. It's perfect for the timing of new platforms like TikTok and Walmart. And it's all coming together really nicely, which is another reason why I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I think that's great. I think just one last question, kind of looking ahead. What do you think, centered around this conversation with RE and beyond for Teikametrics, what do you think sellers, partners, and employees should know as we move into this next phase of Teikametrics?
Yeah, I mean, I think the possibilities are really, really almost infinite. The idea that we can monetize and create value and help brands with just a very different set of problems. If you think about how much cost there is in managing intellectual property, creating product listings, creating images, creating videos, creating even avatars, especially important for the creator community that is a part of the affiliate program with TikTok, as an example. That is a multi-billion-dollar problem that we're going to solve with generative AI. And it's far beyond ads optimization on top of Amazon or on top of Walmart.
Yeah.
And so I think it really puts our technology at the center of the problem. Whereas I think one of our challenges has been how much value are we providing on top of the Amazon Ads console? How much can you do beyond? Certainly, there are many things that we've been striving to do, and we do add a lot of value. But when you switch the problem and the surface to the problem we're solving to content,
Mm.
that is a whole new world for us, and we're kind of in a new category. We're in the PIM, product information management category in a way, feed management, channel management, and so it puts Teikametrics in a new kind of zip code, if you like, all powered by generative AI, which is patented. So we're very excited about it.
Yeah, there's so much more to talk about. I think in terms of this conversation, focusing on RE and the direct implications of the future of Teikametrics through that, there's a lot to unpack here. So, Alasdair, thank you for talking about RE. If you want to learn more about RE, visit Teikametrics.com. By the time this interview is out, RE will be live. So you can see it in the product, you can see it on the website to learn more. And Alasdair, you and I will have another conversation very soon. So if you're watching this, listening to this, keep an eye out for the release of that next conversation as well, where hopefully we'll unpack more revolving around AI, generative AI, and the implications. So, Alasdair, thank you again for joining us today. Looking forward to more conversations in the future.
Thanks a lot, Cameron. A pleasure as always.